Hello and welcome to my unboxing and first look at the Warhammer Horus Heresy Liber Astartes Loyalist Legiones Astartes Army Book. What a mouthful, wow. It's in this box. I think that's just the packaging or something. But one of these books will cost you £42.50. Yes, it's a very high price, but if you want any data sheets for your Horus Heresy, for this new edition and things, and any data sheets moving forward for them, and your Primarch rules, this is the way to go about it. You need either this book or the Traitor Legiones book. Of course, do I need to explain that, you know, the Traitor Legiones book has, you know, the Traitor Legion Primarchs? If I have to explain that, then something's gone wrong. But £42.50, it is expensive, you know, let's not beat around the bush, but it is 344 pages. So what that means is it means that this book is thicker than the actual core rule book. Which is 336. Yeah, okay, only by 8 pages or so, but still, these are thick books, so although they're £40, they are brimming with content, and we're about to have a look at one of them. We're going to go through this entire book. So here it is. I wasn't going to pick up this book at all, but then I realised that I will be picking up, need it for like the reviews and things and the rules. So yeah, I've just picked up the Loyalist Army book. I may pick up the Traitor Legion book at some point, because I do have some, you know, Traitor Primarchs, and yes, I already have done the maths and it's £85 for two books, but here we are. Let's unwrap this. So we'll go through it page by page. Yeah, £42.50, lovely looking book. Designed in the UK, printed in China, like most of their books. It doesn't have a list of the Loyalist Legions or anything on the back, but I'm pretty sure it does in the contents. If we just have a look for page numbers, oh, we've got some Raven Guard imagery there. Missed out on a couple of pages, but 335 there, but then you've got a few at the back which miss out on page numbers, but yeah, there are 344. I think it's laid out similar to the rule book, which I'm still gushing over. So let's crack this open. It even has a page keeper. Perfect. The only way I can see them doing this differently is if they would have released 18 different Legion books, and yeah, knowing Games Workshop, they probably would have charged a minimum of £25 each. So yes, that is hundreds and hundreds of pounds worth of books, when they can just squeeze both of, you know, either the Loyalist or the Heretics, the Loyalist or the Traitors, into 2 books. You know, and if you can get this or get both of the books at a discount as well, then that's fantastic. But yeah, it's you know, it's not like an index, it's not just black and white, it is similar to the rule book. So full colour, you've got the lovely what they call page furniture around, so Horus Heresy themed. There is a Storm Eagle. I hope that is a sign of things to come, that we're going to get a full plastic kit. That kit is very much needed in plastic. I'd say even more so than the Spartan, but there we go. You've got the 4-word there. These are the legions. So you've got Dark Angels, White Scars, Space Wolves, Imperial Fists, Blood Angels, Iron Hands, Ultramarines, Salamanders and Raven Guard. Not sure why the Alpha Legion. Anyway, you've got content, so you've got HQ, elites, troops, dedicated transport, fast attack, heavy support, Lords of War. So you've got some of the resin miniatures from Forge World there. You've got Appendices, the Dark Angels, White Scars, Space Wolves, Imperial Fist, Blood Angels, Iron Hands, Ultramarines, Salamanders, and Raven Guard. So I like how this is laid out. The layout is very clear. You've got everything. You've got all the units that can be applied to every sort of Space Marine Legion, and then you've got the specific legions themselves. So let's go through this. Starts off with Lionel Johnson with a Leviathan Dreadnought and a Warlord Titan. They must be on a hill because that Warlord Titan seems a bit short. But I guess art, it's a way of, you know, showing the best features of the Warlord Titan, I say, you know, in the given perspective. You've got the Legiones Astartes army list, building a Space Marine army. You've got your Crusade force organisation chart. So this is all the same from the rulebook, but it's nice that it's replicated in here. Warlords of the Legiones Astartes. HQ. This is awesome. So there's your Praetor there from the box set. Legion Praetor, its colour, you know, this is what was missing from the box set, the colour kind of data sheets and things. And I'm so pleased it's here, and I'm so pleased you've got some artwork as well. This is beautiful. I'm already very tempted just to get the Traitor book now. But there's your Praetor. You've got a Legion Cataphracti Praetor. You've got a Legion Tartarus Praetor. Odd that they've split both the different Terminators in those, but oh well. And then you've got the Legion Centurion, which normally looks after a company of like 100 Space Marines or so, rather than the 1,000 that the Praetor has. So think of the Praetor as like a chapter master. Think of a Centurion as like a captain. So that's a Centurion. Then you've got a Cataphracti Centurion and a Tartarus Centurion. So they covered all bases with the different Terminator armors of that time. You've got a Legion Command Squad. You've got a Legion Cataphracti Command Squad and a Tartarus Command Squad. So yeah, again, they covered the bases with the Terminator armor. You've got a Legion Damocles Command Rhino. Hopefully we get a full plastic kit. Maybe they'll combine it with the Scorpius to have a different sprue that contains both in one kit, and then you can just pop the rockets on or off, or the uplink on and off. You've got elites. I really love this layout that it's separated by an example of the units that are going to come. You've got the Legion Veteran Squad. You've got a Terminator Cataphracti Squad, a Tartarus Squad, Legion Destroyer Assault Squad, a Legion Mortalis Destroyer Squad, Apothecarian Detachment, a Tech Marine Covenant, a Contemptor Dreadnought Talon, and then a Legion Rapier Battery. So plenty of options there. Troops and dedicated transport, and you've got an example of some lovely Mark III iron armour there. You've got the Legion Tactical Squad, you've got 9 Legionaries and 1 Sergeant, and you can take an additional 10, so you can have 20 in your squad. You've got a Despoiler Squad, you've got an Assault Squad, a Breacher Squad, which has those boarding shields. You've got the Tactical Support Squad, you've got a Reconnaissance Squad, you've got a Scout Squad, and then you've got a Rhino Transport. Interesting to note, it now transports 12. Rhinos historically have only been able to transport 10, so I don't know where they get the extra space from, but you've got Legion Drop Pod, you've got a Legion Dreadnought Drop Pod. They only make a resin version of that, and it's about 60 something pounds from Forge World, so yeah, maybe we'll get a plastic one. Legion Termite Assault Drill, nice to see the Assault Drill getting some love. I don't think we'll get a plastic version of one of those. The resin one is also quite pricey, and it can only transport, oh well, it can transport 12. I think it could only transport 10 before. You've got Fast Attack, nice example of some White Scars on the jet bike. You've got Legion Seeker Squad, Outrider Squadron, the Sabre Strike Squadron. So you can have 3 of these small tanks, and they really are small. They're smaller than a Rhino, and they, you know, very fast. They've got all right armour and they've got some okay weapons. It's just a fast way of getting some weapons to the front line. You've got a Legion Sky Hunter Squadron. You've got a Javelin Squadron, a Proteus Land Speeder Squadron. You've got a Storm Eagle Gunship. And then you've got a Xiphon Interceptor. I'm really hoping we get a plastic one. Nothing wrong with the resin kit, but it is quite pricey now. And I think the Xiphon Interceptor is like one of the main aircraft, one of the main flyers for Space Marines. Warrants a plastic kit. You've got the Dreadclaw drop pod. I'm not sure we'll ever see a plastic one of those. It's a hybrid kit as well. Then we've got heavy support. So this is where the Contempt Leviathan Dreadnought is hiding. So here it is, the Leviathan Dreadnought, Talon. You've got the Deredio Dreadnought Talon. You've got the heavy support squad, the Predator Squadron, hoping we get a full plastic kit for that, with the Deimos armour and things. You've got the Sicaran Squadron. You've got the Arcus Squadron. So we are getting a plastic Sicaran. It would be nice if we got the other options in plastic too. You've got the Punisher and the Venator and the Omega. So you've got all of the different flavours, the 5 different Sicarans there. Then you've got the Legion Kratos Squadron. Yes, you can take 2 Kratos tanks in one slot, which is fantastic. Yeah, look at that armour. It's Land Raider armour. It's 14 all round. Nice 5 hull points. It's movement of 10, which isn't too bad. The one thing I'm missing that I can see from 9th edition, are we in 9th edition I think, is the damage of the weapons on the data sheets. I really am missing that, because you're going to have to find that somewhere else in the book. I think that's a great addition to 40k, and it's a shame we don't get it here. We never really have had it in 7th, to be brutally honest. So yes, moving back, so that's the Kratos Squadron. You've got the Land Raider Proteus Carrier Squadron. So you've got a Proteus has the Gravis las cannons. They can carry 12 Space Marines. So whatever Gravis las cannons are. You got a Legion Land Raider Proteus Explorator. You got a Vindicator Squadron. You got the Legion Land Raider Spartan, which is in the main kit. You got the Legion Scorpius Squadron, so you can have 2 of those in a squadron, and they have that lovely Scorpius missile launcher. You got a Legion Arquetus Squadron. So this is the Bombard. You can have 3 of them in one choice. You've got the Fire Raptor Gunship as heavy support. I'm hoping they've changed the rules slightly for that twin-linked Avenger bolt cannon, because before it only had the same number of shots as a normal bolt cannon, which is a bit poor. You've got the Legion Deathstorm Drop Pod Squadron, and then the Charybdis Assault Claw. Lords of War, beautiful shot there of a Mastodon. You've got Legion Cerberus, which is the one with the big neutron laser battery. Then you've got the Typhon, which has the Dreadhammer siege cannon. Maybe we'll get plastic versions, so you'll get both of these in one. Who knows, because they are 2 separate resin kits at the moment, and they are quite pricey. You've got the Legion Glaive, which is a super heavy tank. You've got the Fellblade, and you've got the Falchion, lovely super heavy tanks. Then you've got the Legion Thunderhawk Gunship. Yes, they've been teasing for quite a while about plastic Thunderhawks. I'm still not sure it'll happen. They only redesigned the resin Thunderhawk about 4 or 5 years ago. So yeah, I don't know about that. And also you've got to think about the price point. Even if they priced it at like 200 a maximum, you know, They've got to factor in how many they think they might sell. I still think they'd sell a lot, even at 250. You've got the Stormbird, which I'd never think will end up in plastic. It's just too huge. You can have 52 Space Marines in that thing. And you've got the Mastodon, which you can have 42. I think they've just added an extra 2 from somewhere. But there we go. And then you've got Appendices. So you've got the Legiones Astartes unit types, the Rites of War. Yeah, so you've actually got unaligned Rites of War as well, which is nice. Subterranean Assault. Yeah, so all of these Rites of War. Legiones Consularis. So you've got a Librarian, a Master of Signals, an Esoterist, a Champion, a Delegatus, a Chaplain, a Vigilator, a Pathfinder, a Forged Lord, Primus Medicae, Siegebreaker, an Armistos, a Moritat, which I think I've got, a Mortificator, a Praevian, I think I've got a Praevian, and then you've got special rules. There's a Reaver Titan. Yeah, if this is a sign of things to come, like when we get the Mechanicum book with all the Knights and Titans, it's going to be fantastic. So yeah, we're only a third of the page. We're only a third of the book in. There's the Stormbird and the Thunderhawk. 2 Stormbirds. Armory. So here are all of the rules for your auto weapons, your ranged weapons, your artillery cannon, your bolt weapons. So it's odd the way they've laid this out. I kind of get it. It's, you know, if you want to look at bolt weapons, you go to bolt weapons and you find the profile and things. I get that. But I'm also a fan of having all of the weapons in name order too. But this does make sense. You just got to keep a thought about what weapons do what, like plasma, Volkite, rad. Exotic weapons, look, like your las cutter, where would that fall under? Close combat weapons, they've done the same for these. Here's some of the weapons, the Legiones Astartes. The war gear. So where you find the rules for all of these. So as you can see, it's very, very in-depth. These books are beautiful. Loyalist Legiones Astartes, so here we go. Straight away, starts off with Dark Angels. You've got the Warlord traits and the Rites of War. You've got the Armory, so you've got a Paladin of the Hecatonstica. Okay. You've got Lionel Johnson, so you've got the Primarch's rules there. And the Inner Circle Knights Cenobium. The Dreadwing Interceptor Squad. The Deathwing Companion Detachment. Corswain, excellent. Wonder whether we'll get a model for him. I don't think we've had. Marduk Cedras. And then some iconography and some colour schemes, even for vehicles as well, which is beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. And then a showcase. They're probably going to do this with all of them. And this is why it might be worth picking up both of these books. Because of all the artwork and the layout and things, not just looking at the rules, which do change. It's to get a more fleshed out look at all of the other legions. I'm very tempted with the Traitor one now, after looking at this book. You got White Scars. So you got a Legiones Consularis Stormseer, specific unit. You got Jagatai Khan. The only thing that's missing, I think, in these books is like the artwork of the Primarch, which we did get a little bit in the rule book. That's the only thing I'd say is missing. Golden Keshig Squadron, Ebon Keshig Cohort. You've got the Kaisergan Assault Speeder Squadron. Kinjar. And then all the colours and the heraldry. I look at the Kratos there, and a little bit of a showcase. Perfect. Did we have? No, we don't have Corswain there, do we yet? Okay, I just wondered if they had him, because they've got some characters there. Space Wolves, Rites of War, the Armory. You've got a Legiones Consularis Pack Thane, and a Consularis Speaker of the Dead, Caster of Runes, Leman Russ the Primarch, the Wolfkin of Russ, so Freki and Geri. You've got the Death Swarm Pack, the Varag Wolfguard Terminator Squad, the Grey Slayer Pack, Grey Stalker Pack, Gygor Fellhand, Val Redblade, and then the colours and the heraldry, and a little Land Raider Proteus carrier, and a showcase. Old Rhino there though, old Deimos Rhino. The previous actually 40k one, but with upgrades. Imperial Fists, their Rites of War. They have an Iliastus Assault Cannon, and their Consularis a Castellan. Got Rogel Dawn, their Primarch. Templar Brethren, a Phalanx Warder Squad. HQ, you've got Sigismund, absolutely fantastic. Alexis Pollux, Fafnir Ran, who we've recently just had a plastic model for. All the colours and heraldry. Nice looking Spartan and Leviathan Dreadnought, and then a lovely showcase for Imperial Fists. You've even got Alexis Pollux and Rogel Dawn and things. Fantastic. Blood Angels, their Warlord traits and rights, their armory. Sanguinius Primarch, lots of rules for Sanguinius. The Dawnbreaker cohort, Crimson Paladins, which are the Terminators with the strange shields. The Angel's Tears, Contemptor Incendius Dreadnought, so the Contemptor Dreadnought with the jump pack. Dominion Zephon, who we recently got a plastic miniature for, plenty of rules for him as well. You've got Chapter Master Raldoron, we do have a model for him in resin. And then their heraldry and colours. Got the Blood Angels vehicle heraldry there. Beautiful artwork. And then a showcase. Quite difficult to get hold of his base now though, his full scenic base, if you were thinking about picking up that Primarch. Iron Hands, their Warlord traits and Rites of War. Armory of the Iron Hands. Ferrus Manus, their Primarch. Not many rules for him. Gorgon Terminator Squad. A Medusan Immortal Squad. Their heraldry and colours. And then you've got to look at a little Predator there, and a Kratos, and a Contemptor, Leviathan. Their showcase. I don't think that's the plastic one, I think that is the resin one. And then Ultramarines. So you get their Rites of War and Warlord traits again. Their armory. Rabute Gilliman's rules. Invictarus Suzanne Squad and the Praetorian Breacher Squad. You've got Remus Ventanas, who did have a model in resin come out not that long ago. Heraldry of the Ultramarines. For such a massive legion, they don't really have many named characters. Just a point I'm making. That's a Scorpius tank. Lovely thing. And yeah, some more. Yeah, their Praetors are pretty nice though. Salamanders. Oh, they've got the Rites of War, and then you've got this psychic weapon here called the Elemental Horror. You've got the armory. You've got these Dragon Breaths pistols. Vulcan rules. Pyroclast Squad. Fire Drake Terminator Squad. and the heraldry and colours. And a lovely looking Typhon siege tank and a Predator Infernus. And then a showcase for those. Got the Raven Guard. Their armory, Corvus Corax, lots of rules for him. More Dathan squad and the Dark Fury squad, their heraldry and colours, a couple of their units including that Javelin jet bike, their showcases, new Deimos Rhino, oh, and they've done the Praetor in their colours too, and then a nice little bit of artwork, I guess, and then it just ends, and then that is it, and then you've got a little advert for the books. So there you go. I'm very impressed with this book. I hope that has helped. As you can see, it does what it says on the tin, I guess, in that it is mainly consisting of the Loyalist legions, all the way from, I say officially, from page 148 to 344. So you do have about 200 pages there of nothing but Loyalist Space Marines. I can only imagine that you're going to get the same with the Traitor Legion book as well. So I hope that's helped you understand that it's not just kind of data sheets scrammed in there. It does focus on the legions and it does do them justice. Would they have had enough content per legion? Yeah, of course they would, if they had a book per legion. But I actually like that they've split both of the forces into two big books. And as you can see, you've got 148 pages here of just all of the units anyway for any legion. So yeah, another beautiful book that I'm very impressed with, and I think I'll be running away now and ordering the Traitor Legion book, because I am impressed once again. This, the rule book, and obviously the Traitor Legion book, I am overjoyed with. I really am. So what do you guys think? Please do put your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. It'd be great to hear from you. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.